feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. Into like that, like.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Aviators of Paris taking on the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now.
As Shaheed going to go in motion. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Up to the 20. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Again, it's Kamara. There he goes left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
29.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. The Saints at 6-5 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
694.
Now a play fake. Carr. There's Chris Olave. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On play action, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at the Saints defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They run it again with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, 734. 734. Express.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Carr. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot of playoff football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, Goff sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Horrible. Value three.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Patterson's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
As Shaheed going to go in motion.
6-18. 808.
Carr now on 1st down. That is pulled in by Michael Thomas. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. As Shaheed going to go in motion. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
At the 48-yard line.
93.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Carr, he wants to change up the look here.
Raider 1. 694. 637.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown! Michael Thomas. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now Goff on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team owns it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown! Jamison Williams. As the first half is winding down, and the Aviators are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
7:34.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
You're mine.
A 10th carry for Kamara. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Third and 9 here. And Shaheed going to go in motion.
93.
On play action. Now Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. As Shaheed going to go in motion.
618. 808.
On 1st down, Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Now Carr. Thomas brings it in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
29.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Goff on 1st down. And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
17.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 19. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Goff. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Express. 29. 29. Hey, later, 2.
On play action, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now 2nd and 9.
Express. You're mine. 93. 618. 808. Express.
Now Carr maybe with a free play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Carr going to throw here. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
29.
Kamara is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
They'll run it with Kamara. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They run. It's Kamara. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball.